On this episode, I'll tell you why heat and light included is a good thing for landlords, and you know Nan loves a drop of carnation milk in her tea. This real estate stuff is not easy, so send me your questions and I will answer them. This is the Ask Jason Show. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Jason Piercey, and this is episode, 16 of the Ask Jason Show, which is me. It's the Ask Me Show, the Ask Jason Show. Here we go, written down in front of me. This is it, and this comes from my own life, and it's something that I thought through, and if I questioned it to myself, sort of, and made a decision on it, I thought there would be other people, other landlords, it's about that would appreciate it. And the question is, as a landlord, is it better to rent my apartment POU, meaning plus other utilities, so they paid their own bills, or heat and light included? Now, for some context, I've owned a couple of 2-apartment homes, and prior to having a real estate license, I worked as a leasing agent for the 3rd largest real estate investment trust in Canada, in the province, I was going to say, biggest in the province, and so I learned a lot about how to entice people from a marketing standpoint. So people always dive at the opportunity to have heat and light included. So that will up the amount of leads that you'll generate to get people to rent your apartment. However, there is a school of thought that any time that you're making things super accessible, you're generating activity from a demographic that is potentially in need of more accessible things because they already bailed on a light and power bill for a couple of grand somewhere else, and they're trying to stick you on the hook. So you don't need that, but you will get more activity. My personal thought on it is that I like to rent out my stuff, heat and light included, because I don't mind sifting through the applicants. I don't mind calling their references, confirming their employment. To me, that's just part of being a landlord. Or hire a property manager and let them do it for you. But I like renting out heat and light included for a couple of reasons. One, I still get to monitor the light bill. So I get to see what they're doing in my apartment. And secondly, if I know that my equal payment plan for my apartment is $135 a month, and I know how much market rent is for the apartment itself, that's say $1,000 a month, I'm not charging $1,135. I'm charging like $1,220 for heat and light included. So I'm actually picking up a little bit more money because there is a risk. You say what you like. There's a risk on me that you as my tenant are going to crank the heat up and open the windows because it's too warm. So I need to be able to monitor that, and I need to build in a risk factor. Like a key thing to doing this, the heat and light included thing, you have to be on an equal payment plan because you don't need that December, or well, let's say January, February, where you got the $400 light bill and it messes up your monthly family budget, and now you can't buy carnation milk to put in your tea when Nan comes over because you spent it all on heat and light. So you do need an equal payment plan, but that helps you manage your risk because you don't have those highs and lows, and you still got a buffer every single month. But there you go. To me, I do heat and light included. I just think it's better. Joe, you got houses. Do you agree with any of this? No, Joe doesn't like it. He's giving me one of these. Joe doesn't like it. I think it's a good idea. Are there pluses to POU? Obviously, it's not your problem. It's somebody else's problem. If they don't pay the bill, it's not on you. But I don't know. I like it. And that's all that I have to say for today. So we will see you next time. Have a very, very Merry Christmas. Rum and eggnog. Happy New Year!